Hello, hello, everybody. Happy weekend to every one of us. It's a wonderful time here. Beautiful Saturday, and it's sunny, and we have a bright weather here. And I just decided, away from my normal Friday schedule, to come live and to just have a time together and exchange thoughts. And please, if you get to be live, I ask you to please comment and give a live and a love button on the like and the love button, and let me know you're here and wherever you might be watching from. And if you get to watch this also by as a replay, I'm also grateful for the time. So please just share the link and just invite any of your friends that you know will equally love to hang around. So it's been a journey. Wow. I want to quickly say that this year for me, oh my, oh my, oh my, I just went on the memory lane a couple of days ago during my meditation time, and I look at this month last year and what was happening. Just few hours from now will be in the month of August, and that happened to be my month. And I'm so thankful to God. And in reminiscing over the event that played last year, with regards to COVID, regards to all sorts, I can tell you the reason why I titled session Decision, Your Pathway to Greatness. See, I want to start by saying this quote that I heard it from Tony Robbins. And Tony Robbins says, the quality of your life is the quality of your decision. The quality of your life is the quality of your decision. And so when that statement first hit me, I had to actually sit down and think through that thought, that actually, in what way can I really, really look back and say of a truth that this statement is real? And I'm going to be sharing with you two stories about my life and how those decisions I took during those period, the result that decision and where the decision placed me today. To tell you, friend, thank you, Titi, for joining. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Now, what I want to say with regards to that statement, that the quality of your life is the quality of your decision, I just want to take a face out of my journey through life. A couple of weeks time, I will be 44 by the grace of God, and I'm so grateful, deeply thankful to God. Last year, I started up this company called Lodator Consulting LLC. Is a consulting and a coaching and a mentoring group company. And for the part of last year till now, I have been able to have students that have gone through the coaching series and have testimonies of impact, of change, of action, of change of mindset, and a total outlook to what their life is compared to what it used to be then. And for me, I was raised by two women. The father figure was not present when I was growing up. And in fact, the decision whether I was going to live or make it had to be taken by those two women, my mom and my grandmother. Eventually, when I got hold of life, I saw a picture of two resilient women. Then my mom was trying to start the beginning of her life, trying to go back to school to complete her studies after having me, and then to be able to fend. And I saw my grandmother, a very hardworking woman, Madam Abigail Akintoye. See, that woman paint a picture in my head while I was so young that when I grow up, I want to be rich. And why I want to be rich is that I want to make these people proud. I want to make sure that all their labor and all their effort over my life is never in vain. Wow. And do you know that decision along the line got caught up of different changes and circumstances of life? But I can tell you today that I'm grateful to God because that decision opened my eyes to so many things that I need to do, such that I will not repeat all the mistakes that I see them made that could not get them that quality of life they truly wanted. And so fast forward to when I went to school, started loud life, and I had an opportunity to now live with my biological father for the first time. And I look at the life of this man is well to do, he's rich, he's comfortable. And I was almost going to pitch my tent. I was having a room to myself, toilet and bedroom, a well-furnished room. I just like, how all this while that I've been toying and going through, that I've not been enjoying the life I supposed to. And I tell you what happened. An event happened that I was handed over a particular amount of money, then a surplus amount, then to just use to go run an errand for some suppliers in my father's school then, and then some of the staff. And along the line, right there in Lagos State, or by Lagos then, I ran into wrong people, and I don't know how that money got diminished, how that money disappeared. I was in a bus, just commuting from Lagos to Ogba, and I could not explain how the money was stolen. And I was just like, for the first time in my life, I had to go and tell my father what happened. And to the shock of my life, what I got, you will never imagine. Even though today we are best of friends now and event as well. In fact, the money was only, and my father gave me 48 hours to go get the money or not come back to the house. Look, as a young girl that just finished school in Lagos new, and you have to, when I look at that decision and going round and round looking for somebody that is going to borrow me money to be able to just make the payment and then being able to continue with my life. That day, for the first time in my life, I went through this. I went through the pain. I went through the agony of not getting to know what the true love of a father is. And when you eventually have the father figure around you, you did not expect such a thing is going to be short-lived. And I tell you, that was a journey. And the decision I took after I got that problem solved, I got the money paid, and I was able to live. I told myself that this statement, that no matter how rich, no matter how tall your father is, you have to grow your own height. No matter how rich, how wealthy your father is, you have to grow your own wealth. That decision, when I left my father's house that day, I went into a state of taking a decision that I will never get to a point in my life where I am unable to have choices, where my life is surrounded with just pain and excuses and not being able to be in the right place or being able to control my life and destiny. Friends, that decision cost me something. First and foremost, I had to leave and vacate myself. I was no longer living with my father. I have to leave. And when I left, I was living with somebody. I went to be Scotland with a family friend. They are Denuga. May God bless that family. The support I got through that family and through that phase of my life, I started noticing what are the gaps, what are the things that is going to make this decision I've taken today to become a real decision that is going to fetch me the destination I wanted. And I want to give you today, I want to challenge you and tell you that you have the power to choose. And I want to tell you, way back from the experience of being a Christian and being a church-raised girl, that sometimes we get back in life through so many indecisive moments in our lives that we just feel, oh, I'm going to wait on God. Oh, I don't know what to do now. Oh, I will be praying. And a lot of us get stuck in that place of I'm praying to God to show me what to do. And when you get into a state where you need to take a decision and you don't take it, one of the things that happens is you get stuck. And every time you get into a state of indecisiveness and indecision, you are going to see that your life is going to get no action, no momentum, no energy, and you are going to remain on the same pedestal. And to some of us that have the chemistry background or science background, the Newton's law of motion says every object will always assume a state of rest or a uniform motion unless it is acted upon by an external force. And without that external force, our life, without any action, our life, our business, our career, everything about our journey in life will become standstill. We stay in a spot. And so I gathered that strength and I told myself, if I happen to be a man and this situation happened to me, what will I do? And for the first time in my life, I started out, I said, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to learn how to become this. And I joined a company then. I started learning the skill of stocking. Then my boss, Mr. Samson Adeniro, he used to take us on small training on how you can present yourself. I started learning the presentation skill, standing to present to people on a product and a line of business. And from that small little decision, I started going out to radio station, joining. In fact, in that Lagos then, there is no major television station or radio, pardon me, that we've not gone, that I did not go. And when I finish speaking, I will just get a call from some of my friends and colleagues that knows me. I had somebody that sounded like it. Was it you, Adiola? I will say, that was me. And I never knew that sometime like this is going to come. And fast forward till now, last year during COVID, everybody was stopped at home. I attended a free event hosted by Tony Robbins. He's one of the top leading motivational, and is a big, I don't know how to put him. He's one of the top, most sought out motivational and personal development coach here in the United States. And when I listened to Tony Robbins, it changed my life. For the first time, every excuses that I was having for not showcasing the content, the life, the giftings and talents, all the things that God has put inside of me, for the first time I was able to come live. I was able to share. And on that platform, in that Facebook group, every one of us were being hosted. Do you know what happened? I saw women, I saw men from all over different countries that were in that group commenting on my small video that I did. Because Tony asked us from that day that we had that program that we should share 2 decisions we are going to take right away after having that program, and go out right away and go and take that decision. He asked us 2 decisions we have taken in the past and what was the outcome. I shared the decision, and I shared 2 decisions I said I wanted to take. And do you know what decision I said? I said, from today, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and I'm going to start teaching everything that I've known. I had to go down memory lane, all the pain that I had when I was going to get the admission into the university to study, and all the failures that I had, and how those failures affected me. How the withdrawal symptom, how I became a loner, how I could not even relate. I became somebody that was hiding from my equals, from my colleagues, because every one of them had already gotten admission to the university. In fact, everything about my life was just like being delayed. I got married late. I started, my first baby was at 33. Everything was just like a pattern of my life was set up, delayed, and everything like that. And so I took that decision and I started that YouTube channel in May after that program. And just like play, if you go and watch my first video, for some of you that have watched it, you might laugh, because I was just like, hello everybody, and I was looking at myself. I was sounding like, I sounded like a guy. I don't think anybody is going to connect. Is this how I'm sounding? How is anybody going to? I left all those excuses. I took that decision to record that video the same day and publish it. I put it on my Facebook and I put it on the YouTube that I just created. Friends, the rest is detail. The rest is history. That was how I started Greater Think Media, and I started this Aspire with Adiola. And I use that platform to teach every knowledge, every wisdom, every depth, every insight that I've gotten, that have produced the shift and the change. And I want to tell you that coming this week, I'm going to be hosting a 5 days, just sharing secret to how you can create the right mindset that can give you the next level of your success in life and in business. Friends, I don't want you to believe that everything is done with your life. In fact, so many of us, we get tricked by the age mindset that, oh, you're already 40. What again do you want in life? Oh, your stage is gone. You are too old. Just go and sit down. Allow those young people to start. If I had told myself that you and I will not have met today, for those of you that have subscribed to my channel, for those of you that have connected with me, right on this page, on my Facebook page, Advanced with Lodeta, or on my YouTube channel, we could never have met. And what I'm sharing today is to help you see how it is never too late for you to start to dream again. How it is never too late for you to believe in yourself again, that you can actually become who who you have been to be, and that all those interests, all those dreams that you've had in the past can become a reality. I standing right before you is a testimonial of what your life can become if you decide to be an action taker. That decision making process in life must never be, you must never come to a place in your life where you're unable to take decision. And when you make a decision, be decisive. That's the second thing I want to tell you. Be decisive. Be decisive. Don't wait. Don't suffer from a victim mentality that, I don't know what will happen. I'm waiting for somebody to give me a pass. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me that decision is right. I'm waiting for somebody to say, oh, give me a pat in the back and say, okay. Or I'm waiting for somebody to go and help me pray and ask God whether what decision I'm about to take, I should take it. Friends, even for those of us that are connecting either on the Facebook or on the YouTube, if those guys that use their ingenuity to create this platform were waiting, in fact, when the COVID struck and the whole world stood still, many of us will not have this opportunity to connect. We will not have the platform. So I want to challenge you. If there's any decision you have been dilly-dallying, you have been procrastinating over, you have been delaying, it is high time for you to take the horn and take time to start it. I want to tell you that if you don't start, you are never going to know whether that decision is a good one or a bad one. And that is why I'm going to be sharing the next one, that when you take that decision eventually, learn from it. Learn from it. If you have God at your side and every thought and decision that comes out of you is something that is going to benefit mankind, is going to help solve somebody's problem, is going to change the life and paradigm of somebody, you should never be afraid of taking that decision, friend. You should always be willing to take that decision if there is a common good, if there is somebody that decision is going to help, if there is ever going to be light at the tunnel of that decision. You should never, ever hesitate from taking that decision. This is something I have learned. And now today, I want to tell you again that when you stay committed to your decision and you're able to stand by it and never say, it was so and so that asked me to take that. Oh, it was my mom that made me take that decision. And you are going to be pushing the blame to other people. You are not able to accept and stand by the decision. You are not going to go far in life. And the lesson I want to say is stay committed. Stay committed to your decision. Stay committed to your decision. A lot of people get distracted because of the first step they took, either with regards to starting a business or with regards to starting a step or making a decision. They got to see that it's not giving them the right result, and they start measuring their life. They start looking at other people's middle, using it to judge their own beginning in life. And when you begin to do that, that is a great disservice, because those people too, when they first started, they never got it right at the first time. And that is why it is equally okay for you. If you didn't get it right the first time, you can try again. You can begin again. You can take the next step. You can make the next move. You can sit back and learn on those mistakes and look at those people that are doing it the way it's supposed to be done and learn from them and step in and take the correct path. And before you know it, I'm telling you, you will be surprised. You will be surprised at what step and what with little win you will have taken. A lot of us get distracted out of life because of the distraction of social media. We see some people, their life looks well spread out. It's like they're getting everything figured out. And it's like they don't seem to have any problem. And you look at yourself and say, oh, I wish I can be like so and so. I wish I can get it. No, don't ever wish you are somebody. Don't ever wish you are so and so. Wish you are who you have been meant to be, because that is where your strength and your power lies. That is where you're able to flow in your authentic self. That is where you're able to live your truest version. That is where you're able to decide what kind of life you want, and you want to start taking steps that will make you and take you to that destination. Friends, to tell you that it is going to be rosy and everything is going to be smooth will not be correct. but to tell you that if you have truly find out what you love and you are willing to take on a bold step to keep following on, it's going to be a worthwhile journey because you are going to enjoy every bit of the journey because that is what is going to make you. If I tell you that today, between the space of when I started this program, just like fun, and I just reached out to some friends and I told them, friends, I have just an opportunity to teach you how I've been able to shift from just being a mere housewife to being an action taker, a decision-making woman that want to know the purpose of our being, to living and to become somebody that will become a mouthpiece and sharing my story of resilience, my story of hope and faith and overcome, and how I've been able to transform from being a failure for 7 years to becoming an entrepreneur, just my authentic truths. This is the story. I'm telling you out there, if you're a woman, you're an aspiring mompreneur, you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you want to get more out of life, but you don't know how. You know there is more to your life than what you just don't know how to match those pieces of your life together and make a true picture. I present to you a 5 days long. This week is my birthday anniversary, and I want to just share. I want out of all in the spirit of give back, I want to share with you the story of how I ended up. I will not call myself an accidental coach, but how through sharing my authentic truth, being my truest self, and just being real, not trying to fake or make things up or cook stories that are not there, I started coaching. I was not yet certified, but I made my first $500 in coaching, yet without certification. Although now I've gone through and I'm in the training, I'm in my progress. I'm progressing in that spot, in that space of getting my certification. But can I tell you that that story is being shared because I took a decision to believe in myself and to follow my dream. And that can be your reality. If you also you are not going to mind all the distraction, you are not going to mind whatever opinion anybody have about you, and you are going to believe in yourself and trust your gut and follow your heart and quiet all the noise around you and listen to your innermost being. What are you hearing? What are you hearing? What are those things that brings you to life? What are those things that bring vibes, brings energy out of you? And if you are able to sit down and locate those points, and locate those things, and locate those interests, you are on the right path and you are on your way to making the best on the next level to your success in life and in business and in whatsoever you have studied. And so I'm going to be rounding up, and as I round up, please give this video a share. If you love what you hear, come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 12 p.m. live on these two platforms. I will be sharing with you my story. I will share with you those step-by-step method and those things that I was able to do that gave me the capability, that gave me the tools, that gave me the framework, that gave me the action set, the skill set, and the mindset that is producing the new version of me you are able to connect and relate with. And I ask you to please do me a favor. Invite your friend. If there's anybody you love and there's somebody you know will be needing this kind of content, this is what I have been called to do. And this is why I'll be coming out live to share with you on those 5 days. Please join me, and I encourage you to invite your friends and everyone that you so care. May God bless you. Please share this video with somebody that you care. I love you, and I can't stop loving you. And before we see the next time, I want you to tell me 2 decisions you are going to take based on what you heard this afternoon, that you know you are dilly-dallying and you have spent a long time wishing you start. And you are going to take that step, at least just a step. Maybe it's about a book, just write the title. If it's about a business, just write the company name and just look out for if the name is available. And maybe you are going to search in the directory and see if the name is available for pick. What if it's just about you getting control of your life and just decided, okay, every day I'm going to make sure I don't watch Netflix more than 3 hours? Or the decision that before every time when I wake up out of bed, I don't grab my phone. I just make sure I set out an intention for my day. No matter how little, you can just go ahead and take that decision. And you will become better off. Because every decision you take, when you keep on at it for a space of 3 weeks, it's going to become a habit. And that is how habits have been formed. And can I tell you that every one of us existing today, we were never born with any habit. Every habit and every way of life we choose to live now is a product of our environment, is a product of our upbringing, a product of what our parents passed to us, a product of the school you and I attended, a product of what have become and we have chosen to become. And so today, I urge you to go after your love, after your interest, after your passion. Of what are those interests? Many of you don't even know what you are called to be. You don't even know your goal. You don't even know what you are being called to be. Everything just look like a mirage. Everything about your life, you don't just seem to understand. Friends, I used to be there. That was me a couple of years before now. I just need you to believe that it is possible. That if I can, you also will. And so, give this what it takes. That decision, go take that decision now. Your world is waiting for you. Go take that class now. The whole community where you are being raised are waiting to see the light of what that decision is going to produce. Go make that change. Go become that change agent. Your country, your society, your environment, your family, your home is waiting for. Don't let the ball down at you. This life, it's not a sprint, it is a marathon. And you have to take the skill you need so that you're able to pass the baton to the next person so that there will never be any gap. And if there's any gap that exists presently in your life with regards to the quality of decision you're making, maybe because of the know-how, I tell you, you are in the right place. You can always learn. You can always emulate. You can always model from people that have gone ahead of you and that have gotten results out of that space. And this is my story. And I look forward to seeing you, as I've said, and I can't wait to share with you. I can't wait to see you also transform from that space of I don't know what to do, to you becoming the sought out for, the most sought out person, the person in the room that is so confident and so very sure and very articulate, outspoken, and no longer a procrastinator, no longer somebody that is slow in energy, no longer somebody that everybody don't wish to be around because they just feel you just irritate. Somebody that everybody wants to be around, to somebody that everybody wants to hear, to somebody that everybody wants to listen to, someone that everybody wants to pay attention to. That is it. Somebody that can get rid of inferiority complex, to a confident person, getting rid of self-doubt, becoming self-confident, and being the best version of whom God has called you to be. This is the only way you can make your God proud. This is the only way your maker, the universe, heaven can rejoice over your existence. That you are no longer just a space holder. You are among the change maker. You are among those people that are creating ripple effect. You are among those people that are making things to happen. And among those people that are solving problem to the problem and the challenges of mankind. This is where I want you and I to be. Are you complaining that you are a nursing mother, you have children, you have a job, and everything is like you don't think you can have time for yourself? I will show you how. I will teach you how you can manage your time in space, your space in time, so that all those distractions and every of those things that lay hold of your time that you are unable to have control of your time and your life, you begin to see them and you begin to walk out of them and becoming the most productive human being on earth. This is the journey that I have committed to helping other women out there to get and to become. I love you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. And please don't forget to give this video a share, a like. And I love you. Until I see you on Monday. Bye for now. Thank you. Hello, Facebook family. Hello. Hello, everybody.